Hey, this is your Kenyan friend again. And I just want to say, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn those post notification bells on so then you get a notification on every single new video that our family makes together. And also share to everybody that you know. Bye!
Hi guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching. My name is Aggy and welcome back to the Robinson and Inyangu family. I want to thank everyone who has commented on our videos, liked on our videos and shared our videos, and most importantly subscribed. So today I'm going to be making a very interesting video. I'm going to be cooking chapatis for my babies and my husband. My family loves chapati. I haven't been making it often because of working. So I'm going to be making today the chapatis for them, and I know they will enjoy it as always. So onto today's ingredients. I have all-purpose baking flour, and then I have grated carrots. Don't buy grated carrots in the store unless you just don't have time to grate them on your own. I love grating them on my own because they need to be finely grated. And then I have cooking oil, and then I also have water, warm water with a pinch of salt and sugar. Make sure your water is warm. And then of course I have cooking pan and a spoon. So actually one thing that amazed me when I came to the US too is they do have pre-cooked chapati. Yes, I mean pre-cooked chapati. So the chapati is already pre-cooked and they refrigerate it. So all you need to do is buy it and go, I think, warm it up on a pan. I haven't tried it yet. I don't think I will though, because I love making my own chapati because first of all, it's fresh. Not that that is not fresh. Like I just like making it on my own. And then you can also put a few add-ons. So before we start mixing anything, I'm going to go check on my babies and then I will start the mixing right away. Alright guys, so I'm ready for us to start doing the mixing. So I forgot to say earlier, but you can also add a little bit of oil in your dough, just a little bit. So I'm going to be adding my carrots in the dough. So I'm not going to put all of it because I don't need that much. And then I'll start adding in water. So I'm just using a wooden spoon for now, but eventually I will need to use my hands. Make sure you wash your hands, of course. So just keep on adding water. Make sure you add a little bit at a time. So I'm going to add a little bit of carrots. The carrots you can just put as much as you need. If you want the chapati to be like carroty, you can put a lot of carrots. But since my kids are still a little picky, I'm just going to put a little bit. So it's coming along well. I'm gonna add a little bit of water again.
Mommy.
Yes, baby. I'm making chapati. Don't touch it.
Oh. Wow.
I don't know what happened there, guys. My son decided, Mommy, it's time to turn off the videos. He needed some attention. So as I was saying, you keep on mixing the dough. So I'm gonna use my hands. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour and then mix it nicely so that everything is evenly mixed. coming along well. So this is how we make chapatis back home. So as you can see, it's nicely mixed. So that's the chapati. I still need to mix it more. So I just keep on mixing it. I hope all of you are having a great day. I hope everyone is having fun and staying positive and being happy. So the dough is done. So what I'm gonna do next is I have to let it sit down for a few minutes, and then we will start rolling it into small doughs. So I'll be right back in a few minutes, and then we shall continue. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I section my dough into a smaller dough. So I'm going to roll it out to like a thickness of, I'll say, a pencil. So I'm just going to roll it, and then after this I'm going to make to roll it out into smaller doughs so that it fits in my pan. So keep on rolling. Yeah, making chapati takes longer. This is one recipe that takes so long to make. Okay. So after that, we put a little bit of oil. So make sure you put very little oil. You don't want to put too much oil in your chapati. So after that, I cut it out. And then I roll it into a small dough. So here you go. That's my nice size. So I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of the dough, and then after that we will roll it out again, and then from there we'll start putting it in the pan. All right, so this is coming along well. What I'm doing right now is I'm just resizing it to make sure it's not too big, because if it's too thick, the chapati doesn't cook inside. So I'm gonna make sure it's a nice size, or it's not too thick. So after rolling everything into a smaller doughs, I have like 8 chapatis to make. So that's not too bad. So for the next process is I will start rolling it out again, and then we'll start cooking it. So I'm going to turn on my stove. Cook it on a medium heat. Don't put it too high, because the pan gets hot and then chapati start burning. So I'm going to cook it on a medium heat, and then the chapatis will be ready. So the next process is rolling it out. So I'm going to switch the camera onto the other side, and then we shall see what's next. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just rolling out the dough. So and then putting on my pan. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just rolling out the dough. As I do that, this one is cooking over here. So I'm gonna keep on rolling my dough to a thickness of, I'll say, pencil thickness. You don't want it too thin or too thick. So what I'm doing right now, after I roll it, I'm just going to put it on the pan without any oil. So what I do, I just cook them, all of it. So that's what I've been doing, and it's right here. It doesn't have any oil yet. So I'm just frying it on the pan, and then after that, I will start cooking it in the pan. That's my baby. You can hear him. He likes being close to mommy. So
Is it this one? Is it this one now?
So make sure your heat is on medium heat because you don't want it too high. If it's too high, the chapatis usually burn or they dry out. And you want to make sure your chapatis are moist and soft. So making chapati takes like a while. It takes, it's like a long process. So
yes, about it. Where is it? This one? No. Make it warm.
I know. I'm not burning myself. So I'm used to doing this already. So
Whoa. Where'd it go?
that's that.
Where'd the
And
walking go?
I
Where'd the
will have
walking? Where'd you go?
What do you want?
You want the walking.
Go ask daddy. Go ask daddy.
Go to mommy.
Yeah, go ask daddy.
Go daddy.
That's my baby. He doesn't leave my side.
Go daddy.
So we're doing good. I have one more chapati and then we'll start putting it on the pan, adding a little bit of oil and then cooking it on the second. So what you can do is I pre-cook all of them fast and then I go back again now putting some oil on the pan and cooking it. But some people do it as they go, so they do one at a time, one for the whole process at a time. But I think it's easier for me to pre-cook them fast and then go back and start now cooking them with some oil. It's not deep frying. We're just putting a little bit of oil on the pan and cooking it both sides. So this is my last one. And then I'm gonna move my oil right here. So that's good. That's our last chapati. Just reduce my heat a little bit. So this is my pre-cooked chapati. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now start cooking them one by one. Actually, not really one by one. I just like stacking all of them together. But that's the easier way for me. I'm used to doing this. I love making chapati and I don't mind. I like using my own way. You can cook one at a time depending on how you want to do it. But I like cooking, pre-cooking them and then going back to cooking them with oil. So I know we're getting used to recording all this stuff. So as you noticed, as I was doing the videos, I kept on pausing because I needed to change the angle of the phone. I'm actually using my phone's camera. So soon, when we upgrade, we'll get a camera and we'll have a good angle of everything or whatever we're doing. So right now, I'm just adding a little bit of oil, and then you make sure it's nicely spread out. You turn on the other side and you do the same thing. As you can see, the chapati is rising up, so that means it's cooking inside. Everything is nicely cooked. And people have different ways of cooking chapati, because I've gone to places where people cook it differently, and it's all with the chapati. You can move around with the ingredients. You can add some stuff, or if you don't want, you can just use the all-purpose flour and the other ingredients minus the carrots. So it's coming along well. Just gonna give it a couple more minutes and then the chapati will be done. Only the one chapati. We still have like 7 more to go. So all I'm doing right now, I keep on shifting the heat on my chapati, because you can just play around with it. If you see it's not cooking fast enough, you just raise a little bit of the heat, but don't put it on high heat. Yeah, that's my baby crying. It's lunchtime. So I'm going to get a plate and then to put my chapatis. I like getting a paper towel just to absorb any excess oil. Not that I'm putting too much oil, but I just like putting it on a kitchen towel. I'm gonna place it right there. And one of the chapati is almost done. So I'm just going to add this one on top. So this is how I cook it. It's just different. You can cook it in so many different ways. So you keep on moving the chapati around in your pan. This is just to make sure all sides are cooked, or the chapati is evenly cooked. So it's coming along well, guys. I can't wait to show you the final product. And as I say, guys, you feel free to try any of these recipes. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I will try to answer them. Or I'll be glad to answer them. So let's see. It's almost done. So let's see, we have a couple more to go, and All the chapatis will be ready, and the next thing will be to make the soup. And for the chapatis, as I said earlier, you can eat it with any soup. You can even eat it with lentil soup, chicken stew, beef stew. You can eat it with the vegetables like kales and spinach. It goes with almost anything. So let's see. So all you do is you repeat the same. You cook all of your chapatis. Repeat the same process until it's all done, and then you will be ready to eat your amazing chapatis. So guys, I'm going to finish doing the rest of the chapatis, and I will be back to show you how everything ended, or the final product. So please stay tuned, and thank you so much for all you do, and I'll be right back with the final product. Bye guys.
Hey, this is your Kenyan friend again, and I just want to say make sure to subscribe, like, and turn those post notification bells on so then you get a notification on every single new video that our family makes together. And also share to everybody that you know. Bye!